Hello, I'm Tan the Tam BOTC channel. I heard about Microsoft using OpenAI and hiring MLs, especially through, of course, Moist Critical, uh, when I learned about this. And I also heard of the stuff even before that when their console prices were going up and crap. Just nothing is probably going to go right for Microsoft at this point. I also just wanted the reason to have this background, have these in the background. They're going to be a pain in the ass to put away, but whatever. I also didn't know quite how to organize them, but I thought it would be cool to have them there. I also didn't know what to do with some of these other, so I had some magazines that I would have loved to display in the background, but yeah, they also do not have a place to go. Also wanted to show you I did get a new game, and my friend Dave said if I get my Xbox original set up, go over his place, we can play it locally. But I wanted to show this. I have a lot of nostalgia playing Mech Assault 2. It's a freaking awesome goddamn video game, and I kind of miss it. We have a lot of other mech games nowadays, but they haven't really filled that void in my heart that this one has. Some of the games, also my Halo copy of Halo is up there. Come on. Stop getting stuck on stuff. There you go. But yeah, could have been more graceful with that. But I think these are terrible decisions. I don't think people have truly figured out how, once again, I've already talked about, and then many people have already talked about, voice actors and artists should never be replaced. Excuse me, there's other places you can probably do AI, and I would use much less than 10%. Even my friend says that, like, or 5% even, to give a percentage so that people don't exploit or manipulate that idea. So yeah, it's just ridiculous. I don't think things are going well, and with the way people handle that stuff, while there are people who there's certainly things that AI can be good for, and there's certainly things it can be bad for. And yes, there are people who freak out over it uncontrollably or just a little over the top. There are also people who just don't fully understand AI, want to embrace it, even have a scorched earth point of view on, like, they want all artists pretty much gone. I think a good saying for, like, certain artists in field is that weirdly the Half-Life 2 saying, where it's the right man in the wrong place or the right person in the wrong place, whoever whoever it may be, can make all the difference. Or you can reverse that, the wrong person in the right place can make all the difference. And I think there might be a bit of that, and if things were changed around differently, it would work out better. But replacing and having a scorched earth point of view, as well as just like fact that it's not genuine stuff, the fact it's using already existing art. If I was to do something entirely AI, I would create wholly original stuff for it. Wholly original art, wholly original voices, whatever. And even voicing I wouldn't do when it comes to that. I would not want to replace anybody, honestly, especially in the art or voice acting field. And yeah, these are people's livelihoods too. It's not that they're afraid that AI will be better than them, it's that they're afraid that they won't be able to live their livelihood or have a place to live in general and such, or make the money they need. It's also the field that they're the expertise in. So people think it's the opposite, but that is not the reality of it. And people are also just jumping on board with very little freaking like knowledge of how the stuff is utilized. There's problems on both sides, of course, but I think a good place, and I've talked about this, probably AI and like, how we talk about how great the AI to the xenomorph and Alien Isolation, or the enemies and Fear. That would probably be a decent starting place for that kind of stuff if AI was used in a place. And if there's supposed to be any support, I would always, of course, tell the person that there is some AI of some sort used, because I have seen people who don't specify that, or who parade around lying that they're true artists. And once again, as a way of making you feel better, or just more encouraged, I think whatever field of work you're in is your form of art. You are a artist in that field, and you don't have to go to the push to the utilization of like AI to try and prove some sort of point of you can be an artist in this field. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all. I'm sure there's more, and I've already talked at length, so I don't really want to talk much more. There's plenty of people on the internet that have already talked about it. I've recommended a video in my previous video on AI stuff that I think is really good. But nonetheless, I hope you found something interesting or enjoyed the silly background. Who's your favorite Gears or Halo character? Arbiter Johnson's my favorite. Marcus Phoenix and Dom is my favorite on Gears. But you have an awesome day.
Yeah, that's about it. See ya.
And don't forget to tell Jimmy's mom I said hi. I don't know, random voices I like to do at the end now.